Welcome to episode 1401 of the Multifamily Collective. This morning, rainy day in Atlanta. Rainy days are my favorite days. Overcast days are my favorite days. I lived in Seattle and Portland for nearly 10 years, and I think I became used to this. In fact, I think I might have webbed feet, webbed hands, just because I like this kind of weather so much and spend so much time outside hiking in that element. So anyway, not the point of today's video. Today's video is about a book I read recently. I'm peering over here just to make sure that I get the title right, because for those of you book lovers out there, you're going to want to pick this one up. It's called Covert Cows and Chick-fil-A: How Faith, Cows, and Chicken Built an Iconic Brand. I was turned on to this book by Janet Bailden, who is the VP of Talent Development here at Radco Residential, and listened to it literally on the way home from the airport at 3 times speed, which takes a little while for your brain to warm up to. So don't think that that's not possible. If you think you want to get through, or if you want to rather get through a lot of books in a calendar year and you're into audio, my recommendation is to start at 1.25, then 1.5, then 1.75, then 2, then 2, this on and so forth. Anyway, I will tell you that there is a downside to doing that. Once you get used to listening to things at 3 times speed, then you almost require or feel like you need everyone else in the world to talk at 3 times speed. And that causes a problem because you become impatient in conversation, and that's terrible. But because no human talks at 3 times speed. Anyway, that is not the point. Again, I'm getting off track. The point of today's video is about that book and one of the overarching themes that I took away from the book, and that is personality, not position. And Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, it's an Atlanta-based organization. If you're not familiar with it, I'm sure everyone in the world is familiar with Chick-fil-A at this point. But anyway, one of the sort of the core tenets of his leadership style was personality, not position. So he was the owner of the company, but there is a story told in the book about how he influenced behavior in someone. And it was a story about a girl who was in one of his restaurants who had a scowl on her face, and Truett happened to be there, and he was handing out food, and he was doing it with alacrity and smiles and hospitality and service in mind. And he walked by one of his captains and he said, "Hey, so and so over there is not smiling. Do you know what is wrong?" And that guy was like, "No, but I'll take care of it." And Truett said, "No, I'll take care of it." And he walked by the girl and he said, "Hey, I love that smile." And the girl obviously smiled a little bit, and then he walked by her, let's say 2 to 4 more times. Maybe it was 6 to 8 times. I can't remember what the book said exactly. But anyway, long story short is that he influenced a behavior in her by calling out his desired behavior, and then sort of using his grace and his humor and his character to pull that smile out of that particular individual. Now, he could have said, "I am the owner of the company, get a smile on your face or get out." That's certainly one way of getting a smile out of someone and or getting someone else in the position that could smile naturally. But he didn't do that. He used grace, and he used power personality to get that done. So my big lesson in this book, or at least one of the overarching lessons, I highly encourage you to pick up this book. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Is that personality over position. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.